Okay, what I'm going to be talking about here is extrapolation and interpolation. So when we do a regression equation, so that could be just a normal regression equation from where we've worked out what the exponential and response variables are, or it could be in a time series where you're making a prediction, which I'll sort of make reference to at the end of this. So in this case, we're making a prediction, all right? So you can see we're making a prediction here in terms of the variables. When we talk about interpolation, which is this one here, it's the use of the regression equation to predict values that lie within boundaries of the data set. So an example here is I'm making a prediction somewhere here. That's what we'd call interpolation. So it's within the data range of the data we've seen, and we're making a prediction based on that. So, and the reliability of that interpolation depends on the strength of the linear relationship. So, higher the R value, the stronger that prediction is going to be. Now, when we want to extrapolate, we're using that regression equation to predict values that lie outside. So extrapolation, lie outside the boundary. So what does that mean? That means somewhere down here, or conversely, somewhere up here. Because we're making a prediction past where we see data, so it's extrapolating. And where you need to be careful when you're extrapolating, it might, as it says, it might not be reasonable to extrapolate too far from the data set because you don't know what's actually going to happen to the data somewhere out here. It might start to go up like that or something along those lines. Okay, and here's just a nice little summary that you should put somewhere. Predicting within the range is called interpolation. Predicting outside the range of data is called extrapolation. And where it's sort of important to take that in consideration, especially in time series as opposed to any of the other things, is when we've again, we can ignore these ones here. We've fitted a trend line to our time code. We've got a time code, and we want to do it time code 12 or 13 or 14 or something like that. We're looking for a time code at a sort of a higher time code. It might be the 20th quarter when we've only got up to 16 quarters or something like that. And that's where we're actually extrapolating. So you need to be conscious of what that extrapolation means. Okay, and so that's the general idea and general gist of what interpolation and extrapolation are. Okay, thank you.